Greetings, I'm Selecta Princess, and my co-host Job Prince is on assignment at the Sunsplash Mix Show. Our guest today is Etana. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
All right. Now, the last time we spoke, it was the Gemini project in
Yeah.
2020.
All right.
We have to talk about the single that dropped a little earlier, and it
Uh-huh.
is by yourself and Stonebwoy, Proppa.
Yes. Proppa, Etana, Etana. It's a love song. It's basically saying that when a man has step to a woman, he must have step to her proper, especially when she has everything that she wants already and need, you know. Um, and then we did the video in New York right in the middle of the pandemic when just a few people who could be in one area and everybody's freaking out about taking the test and showing the results before we get in and all these crazy things. And but we did the video. It was fun. Stonebwoy had his whole wardrobe set out, and so did I. And we went on set, made it happen, and you know everything is everything as it is at the moment.
I always think of you as a beautiful person inside and out.
Thank
And
you.
you're welcome. And as women, we go through a lot of changes or styles. I'm trying to remember, is that the first time I'm seeing you in is it a lace front wig?
First time in the proper video with the long straight. So the whole conversation was, I remember when I was talking to the stylist and she was like, Saitano, I gotta tell you this. If you're gonna do that afro look that you always have with this afro hair, it's just not gonna work. I'm not gonna do it this time. You're telling a story about a woman who basically has everything and don't need this and don't need that and is independent and bag of things. So you're telling a different story at the moment. So listen to me now. If I'm gonna do the styling, I'm gonna do it this way, and you can. And so it took me like 2 weeks, just like 100 on the highway. It took me a little while to agree to go in a bathing suit. Like I don't even wear a bathing suit all the time. You know what I mean? Like when I go to the beach, I'm always like something with them or a big T-shirt with them can't see everything. And she was like, "Yeah, so we're gonna switch it up because you're just not gonna do it the same way." And I said, you know what? Why not? I'm an artist. I'm a creative person. This is what we do. We create stuff for people to watch, to see, to laugh, to enjoy, to rock to. And so, there goes Proppa video with the big, long, let me see, blonde brown mixture, whole heap of length and braid up and stone up and all kind of things. Definitely fun.
So kudos to that stylist. It isn't the only thing, but it did enhance the theme that you wanted in the video. Do you
Yeah,
feel
it helped to tell it surely did help to tell the story. It helped to tell the story. And that's what I appreciate, um, about even I mean the whole thing, everything about the video. I love it. I love it.
right? So the other single and video that I saw recently was Baby-O with Vybz Kartel. Now we all know where he is. I thought it was very creative how you incorporated him into the video. So tell us about that song.
Well, I wanted to my idea was to have him or to have an image of him like walking out of where he is into the world again. And they were like, no, well, we would have to get somebody who looks like him to. So we were like, all right. So I want to have like a hologram talk. And these are the things that we were discussing. And then the director said to me, why don't you just like do an art, like draw him and then have the art come alive as if you're admiring the art and admiring him and in your mind wishing that he could be there. And so um that was the whole idea, just admiring the person, falling in love with the person, falling in love with the art, having the art talk back to me. you know and then it shows the video, in the video it shows the all kinds of different love and love situations. And I appreciate the color. I appreciate the culture. I appreciate the Jamaica that I see, the Caribbean that I see, the African that I see, the Africanness that I see, everything about it. It's just like so beautiful and so much love in that video.
And it shows. It really shows. Even going back to the proper video, the use of black and white, the use of color, what you're wearing. There's a lot of unique pieces I see in the Baby-O video. Is it the same
Hmm.
stylist?
The same stylist. I mean, um, she wasn't there on the spot, but she did like a virtual styling. And so she got all the stuff, sent it by mail. We landed, did the virtual, I mean, did, everything. And she just checked it out. Okay, so, all right, this look this way. All right, cool, blah, 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 blah. And we go on set. Yeah, I mean, I think, our whole experience in the last 2 years will continue to change and evolve. And we're going to experience a lot of digital technology and virtual and all kinds of stuff, And I think not just us in entertainment, I think the whole world is shifting to more technology based.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The technology is up. And if we're recording that way and we're watching differently, it can only go up. It can't go any other way. Uh,
This is just where it's going now. This is the future. This is the future.
So those two singles are out. Videos are doing very well. And just tell everybody what your YouTube channel is or your Vivo channel is so they can go and watch the videos.
They can find it on just Etana Strong One, ETANA STRONGONE, or they could just type in Baby-O Etana, Google, and and it'll pop up. Also, you can go to Etana Music, ETANAMUSIC 1. I'm sorry, ETANAMUSIC.com. etanamusic.com, and all the links are at the bottom, and you can also see the video on the website, or you can go to Facebook, one Etana, ONEETANA, one Etana. On Instagram, same, Etana Strong One.
That's wonderful. And because your name is so unique, Etana.
Yeah.
I'm sure everything comes up if they just Google your name as well. Your videos are all uniquely different.
No, proper, when I was doing proper, I had three different treatments. um but I think when I spoke with Stonebwoy, he said, hey, I like the treatment because he was involved as well. And he said, but there's a partner of mine, a director that I worked really well with. He did a couple of videos with me before. I think, you should check out the treatment again because I was about to switch to somebody else. And he said, check out the treatment again. And so we went with his director this for Proppa. But then for Baby-O, since it was just me, I chose, or my whole team chose, the director in Jamaica.
Wonderful. I would like to know, have you visited Ghana before? Because that's where Stonebwoy's from.
Oh yeah, years ago I went to Ghana, and I did an event with two different artists on the show. And it was a lot of people there. I remember my mic going out on the stage. And when I looked over to the right, everybody was just standing there looking like, okay, what's going on? Over to the right was where the DJ was, and and the engineer and everybody else who was on the event. And I just put the mic down and I started singing to the front of the audience, just like I did at Sting many years ago. I started singing to the front of the audience, and they brought the sound all the way to the back of the stage. It was so incredible to hear the audience sing in harmony. And I remember when I came off the stage, I started to like pray, what we call chants,
Mm.
right? And I remember, like, as soon as I got in the car, the the whatever it is, the transformer that brought the electricity to the stage broke, like it popped, big explosion, pow, and there was just like fire running everywhere, and a lot of people. I mean, it was it, and of course the audience, the crowd dispersed, everything. But thank God when that happened, the event was already over anyway. We don't know what really caused it, but all I know is the event was just so wicked. I had people singing in harmony, and then it, like uh it naturally ended with a bang.
You'll never forget that. They won't
No,
forget that.
it naturally ended with a bang. Yeah.
The name of it, please.
The name of the album is called Pamoja. It means together in Swahili. You can say it. Say Pamoja.
Pamoja.
Yeah,
Pamoja.
Pamoja. Yeah,
Okay. So I learned a
yeah.
Swahili word today. Yeah, that's nice. And there'll be a lot of collaborations on this album from the continent of Africa.
Oh yeah, it's an album of collaborations altogether. I think it's like maybe two or three songs that I did on my own, and it's with artists from Africa, artists from Jamaica, artists from Hawaii or Fiji, and one artist from Europe. And
Nice.
I called the album to get together because I think it's time for us to get together. Since this whole thing started, I've heard that families are breaking apart, know, people filing divorce, and, you know, especially us. I think there's just so much trouble in our community already, as a people. I think that we just don't need any more. And in the hardest times, I feel like that's when we need to bond together the most, come together the most to be stronger. But the album, even though the message sounds very strong, right? It sounds intense. It sounds like, whoa, deep. But when you listen to the songs, you'd have to be like, what is she talking about? You would have to listen to the message of the songs as they go to realize, like, oh my God, this is really deep. But it's very light, very poppy sometimes, very, you have to move. When you hear the songs, you just have to move. There is no sitting down and, oh, really, that's nice. No, you will move. I believe me, you will.
I believe because if it's any indication with
Yeah.
singles Proppa and
And
Baby-O,
Baby-O. Oh, it is.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I believe it most seriously. And then I also had the meds. Gemini came out in June,
I know.
and this will come out in June. So
Yeah,
this is another gift that you're giving to us globally.
all the time. I think, music is life, and music is strength, and music uplifts. It can take you on different rides, different journey, or it can just take you through your journey. And that's what I intend Gemini and Proppa and every album that I do is to, lift the spirits and encourage and build and make people feel strong and make them feel like they always can and know that they always can. It's a positive vibe all the time
So together, love,
together.
positive
Love,
messages.
positive vibes and movements, enough movements, happy tracks.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And who knows, since we didn't have a dance, well, you kind of had a dance for Proppa in the video, you had to
Yeah.
bring it a little better than that. But we might see a little something more with the other singles.
Um, there's a song that I'm thinking about doing a video, and doing a video for. And we're actually in the process. I'm not just thinking about it. We're in the process of, and that requires all of that you're talking about. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, "No, sir, I don't Etana that," but because you know how they do. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's entertainment. It's what we do.
Absolutely. And you're looking gorgeous today. I do
Thank
like
you.
all the looks that you've had in those two videos. I look forward to more if you choose,
Oh my gosh,
because
yes,
I
there will
do
be.
believe it's your choice.
It is.
You take suggestions and you decide on what you want to do, like I would with myself as an
No, I
artist.
mean, I have to take suggestions sometimes because I think that if it's just always my way, my way, my way, and I have a team, then what's the point of the team if they can't, make suggestions and give their opinion and, me appreciating some of that opinion. However, I do believe that there is some boundaries, some little, I set my own, parameters and how far I go and how far I stay and where do I go. I said that because there's just certain lines that I won't cross for myself. I need to be able to sleep at night and feel good. And some things just won't allow me to do that. So I won't cross those lines. But definitely, I'm a woman, and I think that it's okay to be a little sensual. We are sexy, we are beautiful beings. And it's all right to express that now and then, or however much you feel, as a woman. It's all up to you.
And we certainly need to be reminded in life there's ups and downs. And being that this COVID situation has placed us home a lot, uh, it also opens our eyes to a lot of social issues, whether it's children being sexually abused at
Oh,
home or even adults. I mean,
oh
there's
my
been
God,
rape.
don't get me started because that's the first thing when they said that schools were gonna close. And I remember posting on Facebook, I was like, what the hell are you guys talking about? If the schools close, there are some children who are at home dealing with sexual abuse every single day. And I'm talking about in every kind of way possible. They are in pain. There are some kids that don't even have food at home. There are some kids whose parents don't come home and they're just there trying to survive on their own, as small as they are. And so they eat at school. And when they come home, they already know there's going to be no dinner there, and no parent there either. Or they may go to the parent that's just waiting for them to come home so they could feel good. So when they said schools were going to close, I was very worried about that, and I'm still worried about it because I do care a lot about children. I care a lot about the elderly, and I don't know. I think it's a part of, who I am, a part of Rasta, a part of every part of everything that I've learned along the way to always care for the sick, the poor, the needy, the elderly. I'm always those people in situations like that is always in my mind, always in my prayers. And I know that they are most affected in this time. And it's unfortunate for a lot of people. And I hope that, a lot of us will learn that even though we are here, we are like, beings passing through. We're not here forever.
No.
And anything can happen at any moment, like any moment. So, yeah, we need to have fun and we need to live, but we also need to be ready. We need to prepare and we need to be strong and be soldiers when we're called upon to be. Not necessarily, hey, you're a soldier today. But when the time comes, when it comes, you got to be ready.
We have to be Pamoja. Did I say it
We
right?
got to be together.
That's right.
Pamoja.
We can get through anything together.
Together.
That's right. Is there anything else that you want to leave us with that we haven't touched in this short time?
No, just, live and love life is the greatest gift and don't give up. Never give up. Never give up. And I think that when you give up and when when you give up and let go, they win. You don't win. And when you forget about your family members and friends, they win. Those on the opposite side win. We don't. So let's stick together and stay up and be strong. One thing I'd like to add is when you see Baby-O, the video, and when you see Proppa, or when you see any video, post it, share it, stream it, and if you can, because some people don't have access, like especially if they have like iTunes, they don't have access to, but they can go to iTunes store and purchase the music. Um, yeah. like, stream, share, 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 share.
And two, we want you to be active.
Yeah. I mean, when it comes to being active on social media and stuff, I'm still a little bit shy, you know. I don't get on Instagram a lot. I don't talk a lot. But I will. I'm getting there. I'm getting used to it. And because I have a tendency sometimes to get too deep and talk about some serious things, and people are like, "Yo, we're going through a lot out here. We don't want to hear that." We want to talk and laugh. So I mean, I prefer to talk when things could be very light, and inspiring more than anything else.
And it's okay. You're human. We're human. But one thing's for sure, you have the right address. You always had the right address. And that's why you're still here today. So we
Yes,
thank you
thank
so
you.
much for your contribution and continuing contribution in an industry that I truly love. So bless up, Etana.
Blessings. Thank you so much for having me.